The Dagestanis, they don't have to draw American wrestling. They don't have that farmer strength that Bryce Mitchell has. Bryce Mitchell against Said Nurmagomedov, my prediction in this video. Hello and welcome to Bloodsport MMA.
Salam alaikum.
Bryce Mitchell is officially done with featherweight with 145 pounds. He now makes his debut at 135 pounds in his new division, Bantamweight. And this came quite surprising to me because I never really thought of Bryce as a very small featherweight. If you think about it, yeah, he's not like crazy shredded or something when he fights, but it never came to my head that he could maybe make bantamweight. But it's very interesting because now, just 1.5 weeks, 1 week out from the fight, he looks pretty good. He doesn't look like he's dying to get down there. It looks pretty healthy. And it could be a smart move for him because he will definitely have a lot of size advantage there if he can make bantamweight in a healthy way. He will have a lot of, like, the guy's fighting Said Nurmagomedov, he's not a small bantamweight at all. And he's a couple of centimeters taller than Said, right? So this could have a real impact, and that's something that we cannot predict because we will have to see if his power, his strength translates there. Because Bryce, even at 145, was always a very strong guy. Yes, that farmer strength. When he gets a hold of you, look at the way he lifted up and threw Dan Ige. If he gets a hold of you, you're probably going for a ride. And if he gets a hold of you on the ground, you're not going anywhere anytime soon normally, right?
It's gonna be a long night.
Bryce is a very well-rounded fighter that doesn't have the most beautiful striking, he doesn't have the most beautiful takedowns, but he makes it work somehow, right? But I think this is a pretty dangerous fight for him because Bryce, in some way, is, for me at least, sometimes a little bit too confident in his striking. Bryce is effective on the feet, but it's not where his bread and butter is. It's not like he's a guy that he has 0 knockout finishes in the stand-up. Like, Bryce is not a guy that will beat the crap out of you in the stand-up, normally at least.
Everything is possible in your life when you believe.
And Said Nurmagomedov is a beast, bro. I mean, yeah, did he lose to Vinicius Oliveira? Yeah. Did he lose a couple of fights already? Yeah. But look at the fight that he lost, how good he looked in his last fight against Vinicius Oliveira, who in my opinion is one of the brightest prospects we have in the bantamweight division. Bro, he was piecing him up in the first round, and he's so dangerous with his spinning back kicks, with his nasty elbows and all of that. He's so creative with his striking, and his takedown defense did not look bad either. Is Bryce probably stronger and a better wrestler and grappler overall than Vinicius Oliveira? Yeah, I would say so, but still. I mean, Bryce recently, against Sean Silva, he could not really do anything there either, and Sean Silva is not really known for being a amazing grappler, but he even submitted Bryce Mitchell, right? Which was quite surprising to me. And this is worrying me because with Bryce, I always have the feeling that he has a lot of potential, but I'm never sure how prepared he really is because he trains in his farm. I don't know exactly what his training regimen is, but he said that the nearest gym from him is 1 hour. And he often trains in his farm gym with like his same training partner, this TJ Brown or whatever his name is, which is a good training partner for Said, I have to be honest, with the whole body type and everything. But also now he's in Abu Dhabi, which is good, he came out early. But I see him giving seminars and all of that the week before the fight. And I'm like, bro, whilst of course, when training camp is over, you can do whatever you want. But with Bryce, I just always feel like his head is somewhere else. And that's just completely my subjective opinion, that he's more worried about the world being flat and some other issues than his fight.
Okay, this earth is flat, it's fixed.
And I love Bryce Mitchell, really. I really like Bryce Mitchell. I was always a fan of him. I don't agree with most things he says, but I was always a fan of him. I always liked him a lot, and I will root for him. I hope Bryce Mitchell wins this fight 100%. But I have some kind of a bad feeling with this one. I don't know. Said, you have to see. He trains with Khabib's camp a lot of times. He's not related to him, but he still trains a lot with them, which means that his grappling will be on point. And his striking is so dangerous, especially those spinning back kicks that he throws to the body whenever you lower levels. Bro, if one of those hits Bryce Mitchell's face, it's over. Vinicius Oliveira nearly got knocked out like that against Said, right? And Said is just so creative and special with his striking that I do think it's a bad stylistic matchup for Bryce Mitchell. On the other hand, people that are so flashy and so athletic with their striking can be taken down more easily because they're lighter on their feet, right? And I see a path to victory for Bryce 100%. I see a world where Bryce takes him down. Maybe, I don't know, Said goes for a spinning back fist or something. Bryce ducks under, grabs a hold of him, and just beats the crap out of him, maybe even submits him. That's 100% possible, and I would love for that to happen. But I don't know why. I wanted to, before I sat down here, I was like, I will predict that Bryce Mitchell wins by decision. But then, when I sat down here, I just thought about it again for a couple minutes and rewatched a bit of Said against Vinicius Oliveira. And I just kept having the feeling of, I feel like Said probably knocks Bryce Mitchell out.
Oh, shit!
And as I said, I do not hope that. I have nothing against Said, he's very exciting, but I just have a spot in my heart for Bryce Mitchell. But I want to be honest in my predictions. I don't want to predict with pure bias, which oftentimes happens, obviously, if you like a fighter. But I have to say, Bryce can 100% win it by decision. But my official prediction is that Said catches him in round 2. In round 2, Said catches him with something, maybe a spinning back kick, some flashy thing, and knocks him out, knocks him down, whatever. Maybe even gets him in the guillotine. I mean, I did not like the guillotine defense of Bryce Mitchell last time against Sean Silva, and look against Vinicius Oliveira, Said went for guillotine a lot. I think he even has a win by guillotine when people shoot in on him, so he's good with that. And I just have a feeling that Said might win this fight, and Bryce might, I don't know what's next for him after that, but as I said, I hope Bryce Mitchell wins this fight. My first prediction is otherwise, but I will root for Bryce. What is your prediction for Bryce's Bantamweight debut? Write in the comments, like this video guys, subscribe to the channel, would appreciate that. Check out all the links in the bio, become a member, all the good stuff. I appreciate all the support, guys. Stay bloody, and until the next one, bye-bye. Bloodsport out.